Hello, everyone's. I am here for Married to Medicine Season 7, Episode 12. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, well, welcome back. So we have the group and they're playing a little game of like messy questions. And Simone, she feels is how are we going to learn from what we've gone through if we ignore it? Like the best way to learn is get everything out on the table. Granted, the questions are a little bit messy, but how else are we going to learn? So the first question is, if your spouse was unfaithful, is it fair for the other to cheat? And Damon says in a roundabout way, no, it's not right to cheat. He was going on and on and on about if you do this, then you do that. And it's like basically, no, it is not right for if your spouse cheated for you to just jump out and like, I'm going to go cheat too. Because then the other spouse was going to be like, oh, so you cheated on me, I'm going to go cheat. And it's going to be a whole back and forth thing. No. Would you agree for you and your spouse to live in two different cities? Now, David, which is Buffy's husband, says that he used to travel quite a bit. And it was challenging, but you have to make sure that you and your spouse are meeting back and forth. Well, Scott says, well, it was easy for them because they didn't have kids. Like, it was easy for you to do that, but like with them, with contestant Scott, they have kids, so like while she was gone, like all the pressure was on him to get the kids fed, off to school and all homework done and all those things. Scott's question was, if your spouse just is it okay for your spouse to yell at you in public? He says women tend to yell in public even if they calm. And Tessa's looking like, oh, so we just don't act like you don't be yelling out in public. And he admits he does. It's like, do you need... He's like, yeah, he didn't yell out in public before. Simone didn't yell out in public before when she was mad at Cecil. So, yeah, they be yelling out in public. Now, do you need your spouse's permission to change careers, go back to school, or open a new practice or business? Now, Contessa says Scott's career, and Scott has changed his career before and it was okay. But Heather was talking about it's up to the man to support his woman. And she was like, yes, that's your man, not mine. I don't get that support. So she like walks off. And she's telling Buffy, like, while she was in Nashville, that Scott never brought the kids to come see her. And sometimes that she would go visit them and then have to drive back to Nashville, like, all in one day. She tells Buffy that Scott has this image of what a wife and mother should be because his mom was, a housewife. She had 10 kids. He was the youngest of the 10 kids. So that was what he saw as a wife and mother. And she was like completely the opposite. They had a long distance because she was in the Navy for years and she loved it. They was in a long distance relationship when they was dating, and they was in a long distance relationship the first year of their marriage. Now he decides, hey, let's move to Atlanta. They moved to Atlanta. She's still in the Navy, and after she has her second child, he's like, I don't want to move no more. So it's like, okay, you don't want to move no more. I'm in the Navy, and in the Navy we move all the time. So she had to quit the Navy. Okay, where am I at? Yeah, so that's what she's always doing things like, okay, you want to go to Atlanta? He moved to Atlanta for her. Okay, I don't want to move no more. It's disrupting life of the kids. Okay, so that means I'm going to have to quit the Navy and be here. He's talking about somehow she could have went to the program in Atlanta, but it wasn't the best program, but it probably would have been the best for them. It's like, what do you want her to have, the best program, or do you want her to be at home? Those are the things he had to look at. So later everybody asked a question, everybody moved on. Cecil, he's like, I'm taking the dudes, we're going out to eat, and we're going to a strip club. Simone, she don't care because the strip club ain't got nothing on the little paint and sip that they had. So y'all go ahead and do y'all little strip club thing because our paint and sip was so much better. Now, the ladies, they're playing Shag, Marry, Choke on the beach, and the men go to a strip club. Now, they know Aiden can't hold water. So I don't know why they like participate in things like that when they know that Aiden is running tell that to Mariah. I was just wondering, was he gonna do it while he's at the club and say we at a strip club, or was he gonna wait till he got home to tell Mariah that they went to a strip club? Y'all, seeing that woman hop on Damon's lap, I was like, yeah. This is not going to be good for Heavenly because she don't like anybody any women, I should say, looking in Damon's direction, talking to Damon, none of those things. And now a woman who was topless, wearing a thong, is sitting on Damon's lap and his arm was somewhat wrapped around her. I was like, yeah, she is going to lose all of it. Yes. Like, no half woman should be on your lap with her top around your neck and your arm around her. So the lady, I guess it was Ada, he told Mariah. So now it's like a text message going around. The man went to a strip club. The man went to a strip club. So now Heaven got to wake up Damon out of his sleep. He's like, buddy, the light is too loud. I'm like, why does he call her buddy? I need the background of that. It just, this whole daddy, buddy. It is just, anyways, like, he tells her about the stripper giving him a lap dance and that he did not touch her, which was a lie. I seen his hand around her waist. It's like, no, she was like, it was no difference from you at the sipping paint. You know, Heavenly was thrown in the air for 1.2 seconds by a stripper, and she was in like she was having the time of her life. While she was at the sipping paint, she told the dude to come a little closer so she could make sure that she can draw all of his business. I was like, She mad at him because, you know, he didn't have another woman. He was looking at another woman like, you're not supposed to do that. She told me, why don't you go tell that heifer to go over there, doggone it, do this for you. She walk off, she mad as, and she hot as fish grease when she go meet up with Simone and Dr. Jack. And I was like, are y'all right, Heavenly? She's like, I'm fine. Everything is fine. You know, y'all husbands going to the strip club, that's fine. I'm fine. Ain't no more toothbrush for these people. I was like, oh, okay, Heavenly. So you mad, huh? I guess. I just knew Aiden was going to be... Well, technically, Simone knew prior to the strip club, so Aiden is just the one, you know, who told Mariah. And I'm not surprised. Every time it's some kind of mini event, Aiden tells Mariah what goes on, who did what, and why. That was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So in my beautiful face, puts up a video. You can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people. If you already a family member, one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.